My name is Dorian Saunders, and those of you that don't know me, I'm just an American out of the Midwest, and I'm here today to kind of go over the affiliate program of Tr8de.ai and how members can use the affiliate program to actually, take advantage of income that might be available that and starting this thing with minimal to no risk. And so I wanted to make sure you guys understand the numbers and can explain it properly. The other thing I must remind you is Tr8de.ai was one of those things that we've got lucky to get involved with. And when I say luck to get involved with, in my travels to Dubai and around the world, I've made some connections and made some friends, and 8118 Capital decided to invest in this project and put a tech team together and spent some sizable money to put this AI trading machine together, and it's been working so far. It's a baby. It's only been alive for about 7 months, so you can say this AI is about 7 months old, and it's learning from its mistakes. It's learning from its things that it does properly, and it's been averaging anywhere from 60 to 70% right now in successful trades. And it's doing anywhere from 6 to 10% a month, and that's been scalable. Some months have been higher, some months have been lower, but that's just about the average. We decided to use centralized accounts to test the bot for the first 90 days. That's right. You guys are key. You get to test the AI bot for the first 90 days before we do the full launch on August 15th. So the beta launch is May 15th. The full launch is August 15th. So think of you guys. You guys are the pioneers. You guys are the ones that get to add and take away from this bot and take advantage of the early affiliate links. So, and that's what I'm going to explain today. I'm going to focus on is how you, being the early pioneers, the early people testing this bot, no one will be able to use this program without your link. That's right. And 15% of every dollar profit that is earned or is taken in by the bot, 15% of that is going to go back to the affiliates, a total of 15%. Some may say, hey, Dorian, that is small. That's not a lot. But what I could say is I like the number. I like it that it's capped. I like it that it's not to the point where the affiliate portion has to claim 75 or 125% of the ROI, and that would be no good for the product. So think of this as a product. It's worth something. It is working. All we can do is enhance it and make it better from here. And it's our goal as a community, or the people that get the beta tested, to put the world at our feet, or put the world as our downline, where they're coming in with your community's affiliate links. And today I aim to show you how that works. So give me a second. There's a few people that I have to find and make a co-host. Bear with me. There's a few people. Here we go. Just give me 1 second. I'll make those. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, Winnie, there you are, Winnie. Okay, Deborah, there you are, Deborah. And to do some cleaning work, co-host, your job is to protect your communities. Your job today, when I open it up for questions, I'm counting on the co-host to ask the questions, because you're the ones that, to me, are the pulse of your community. And your job is always to protect your community, just like I protect mine. So your questions should be relevant to what their concerns would be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to first show my video so you know that I'm not AI. I'm not some bot. Hey, it's me with the cap. I always wear the cap. So now I'm going to turn my video off so we keep our bandwidth. And let me share my
screen. Are we going to record this?
It is being recorded on YouTube, and we will share that with everyone. Okay, bear with me while I share my screen.
Thank you.
Okay. And so what I'm going to do is ask a brief question. Make sure you guys can see my screen and you can see it well.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just like I said, the Tr8de.ai affiliate program, I aim to kind of show you guys the numbers, the raw numbers today, and you can use your own opinion of what you think about it. And feel free to tell me what you think about it. What you think about it is important because remember, we are the beta testers. And what this allows you to do is earn money while you introduce others to the Tr8de.ai bot. So all of you will be the pioneers of the first affiliate links, meaning no one will be able to get in and test this bot during the incubate phase or the testing phase without your links. That is powerful to you. It's something that can be scaled. You can build your network and watch your earnings grow. As the bot succeeds, you succeed. We earn money when the bot is successful. Okay, so that's a good thing. So what you can do is you guys get to start early and you can be the dominant power force of the market as we open this up in August. The question is, can we meet the challenge as a group to hit the numbers that I'm going to set for us? And I'll let you know what those are in a minute. How the affiliate program works. There's 3 different levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. You can get paid on all 3 levels. Can we go to level 4, 5, 6, and 7? I'm going to say no. If we do that, we will start to take assets away or resources away from the tech or technology that we need to always stay up on. We don't want to take resources away from that. We don't want to be in a position where the affiliates take those resources. We've all been in programs where we've seen that happens and what it looks like. In this case, we are product dominant. Where the product goes, we go. Where we take the product and advancing it and growing it, we're going to go. We go. Okay. So level 1. If you think about it, if we're getting 15% of every dollar that's made by Tr8de.ai, on the first level, and this is where people tend to get confused, is we will get 5% on the dollar, 5%. On the second level, 5% on the dollar. On the third level, 5% on the dollar. Add those all together, and that's where you get your 15 cents on the dollar. That's where you get your 15 cents on the dollar. So if you have one referral and they do a deposit of $30 to start their trades, and let me explain what that deposit is. The minimum trades you could do when you start Tr8de.ai is 30 trades for the month. And the reason why we set that is the bot is set up to connect, forget it, and collect your money at the end of the month. Connect, forget it, and collect your money at the end of the month. So the average amount of successful trades per bot is 30. So if you've got one bot, what we ask you to do is pay the $30 up front for the trades. When you pay for the trades, think of that as trading credits. So when you pay the $30 to start your bot, there's 30 credits that you get. When is the credit used? When the bot is successful. So when the trade is successful, a credit is used. If the trade is not successful, a credit is not used. Okay, so in reality, for the price of cigarettes or price of some McDonald's, you can start the bot. There isn't there isn't a subscription fee that most of these bots would charge at the end of the month, where it would be, let's say, 200, 100 to 500 to even thousands a month to use the bot. In this case, it's a true, if the bot is successful, then you will have to use your credit for the trade. So we're hoping during beta that the bot is successful. So far, guys, the bot has been outstanding. So if you're looking at this, for every 30 trades that have been used, successful trades have been used, on line one, you're going to get $150. But if there's 3 tiers, it's $4.50 per person. So it's one bot, 30 trades, and 30 successful trades is 5 cents, 5% per line. So you're looking at almost $4.50 a person if you activate 3 tiers, if that makes sense. And what we see is most people are going to use multiple bots. Why are they going to use multiple bots? Because each bot is averaging 6 to 10%. So it's in a trader's best interest that averages are in his favor if he's using more than one bot. So we're assuming while people are testing it, they will start out with one bot, but as they scale it, they will use more bots. So bot activity, and this is what I mean by bot activity. Each bot is going to do 30 trades. User pays $1 per win. So that's $30 a bot monthly. So if each user is effectively using 4 bots, that would be 120 a month total going through that person as far as fees for successful trades. So let's say that's 120 successful trades that month, and each bot doing 6 to 10% growth. Guys, that is scalable, that is consistent, and that is ridiculous when you compound it. The earnings can be ridiculous in the bot. Your earnings as far as the affiliate, if the affiliates are averaging 4 bots a piece because they're happy with it across 3 levels, then you're earning almost $18 total a head that you refer. That could be huge. The best way I could put it is I've always built teams. All my life, I've been a marketer. I build teams. And when I look at building a team, I always start with 10 people. I'll bring in 10 people, and I can say 1 out of the 10 people will refer more than 10, 10 plus. 1 out of the 10 people will refer 5 plus. 2 won't do anything, and 6 will do the minimum. And some people say, well, Dorian, it's just 10 people. What does that mean? Well, what I'm telling you, you refer this to 10 people. 10 people can easily scale to 41 and 50 people in 7 days. If the bot is successful. Again, if the product is successful, there's always a big if. If the product remains successful, that's what's going to happen. People are going to refer because they're making money from the bot trades while they're making money from the affiliates. They're making money on both sides. But in this case, I'm focused on the affiliate side. But per member you bring in, if they're using 4 bots on the average or 2 to 4 on the ballots, you're getting about $18 per chain. So by the end of the year, future growth, when we start August 15th, the main launch, we could have about 25 bots or more by the end of the year. So imagine, I showed you the earnings on 4. This is scalable. And when I say 25 bots or more, I'm talking across all markets. I'm talking stock exchange, forex market, crypto market, bonds, and so on. There's another system to unlock. Now, I haven't talked a lot about this, but this is important. There's a lot of people that they say, Dorian, I don't have any money. I can't do it. I don't have nothing. I'm not doing nothing. And I say, great. I don't need you to have money. I don't need to have anything. I just need you, when you get your link, refer it to people that want to test it out. And just refer it to people. You don't have to have anything. You don't have to have $1. You don't have to have $10, $100, anything to refer a link. So if you set up an account with us and you have one of the first ones to have a link and you say, Soph, I'm not going to invest $1. I'm not going to test it at all. At least send your referral link out. Here's what that means. People that do nothing will do nothing. But just like I told you, if you refer 10 people, one person's going to refer 10 plus. Another one's going to refer 5. 2 are going to do nothing, and 6 are going to do the minimum. If a rookie refers 500 affiliate links out, he's going to get 10 free trades. 10 free for nothing. 10 successful trades, not 10 trades where all 10 were losers. I'm talking 10 successful trades. Apprentice, he will send his link out to 1,000 people and get 20 free trades. Seasoned, 2,500 people, 400 free trades. Expert, 5,000 people, 80 free trades. Guru, 10,000 people, 150 free trades. And that's a month. So think about, if you don't have money, you're not putting money in it, and you refer this to 10,000 people and they use it, what does that mean for you if you didn't put $1 in it? I aim to show you today. But it means it's a lot. What does it mean if you referred 500 people or 100 people? If you're getting $6 a head or $18 a head, $18 a line, what does that mean? And if it's scalable and if it's consistent. To kind of give you an idea, there's a dashboard also inside the bot. There's 2 different phases of the bot. There's one where you log into your Coinbase or your Binance account and you're looking at the account and you can see the trades going on. But what you cannot see in Coinbase or Binance or your centralized account is your team. You cannot see what they're doing. The other thing you can't see is where your income is coming from the team, from the people that are using the bot from your affiliate link. With this dashboard, you're going to be able to track real-time commissions, meaning you can type in the amount of people you sent your link to, how many trades they're doing. You will see what they're doing, and you can see real-time commissions that you're going to get. Real-time commissions that you're going to get the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month. There's also commission calculators in there. You can do hypotheticals based on what 500 members would bring in, 1,000 members would bring in, 10,000, and so on. Guys, I did them all. That's why I can confidently say, as a guy that's built teams across multiple programs, that the commission calculators, while I would say realistic, they're aggressive. The monthly and total earnings, you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to see your conversion rates from your matrix, team size activity, risk metrics, meaning people that are using leverage, people that are just using the regular bot. There's 2 different kinds of bots you could use. The leverage bot, which I will never really talk about. I will let professional traders talk about that. But there's the regular bot that's doing 6 to 10%. And some people will say, well, Dorian, do you have professional traders that do it all day? Absolutely. We have to have them. Okay. So the conversion rates and team size activities and risk matrix, you're going to be able to see in the back interface of the bot. Intelligence tools. You're going to get to see your retention rate, meaning people that have maybe bought credits to trade and not using them. So you'll get to see people that have used all their credits and not started the bot again. You will get user alerts, visual reports, exportable summaries. You'll be to reach out to people that may have turned on the bot and may have not used their credits properly. You'll be able to see and help your teams out with confidence. So those of you that are influencers, and there's a lot of people in this group so far, you will be able to track your numbers like never before. Payment schedule. As I told you, the payments will come out twice a month, the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month. And why are we doing it that way? Well, because if we did it every day, it would cost too much money. The payments that you get on the 1st and the 15th of the month will be digital payments. You can have those payments go into a centralized wallet or a decentralized wallet. It is your choice. I'm not here today to tell you what to do. I'm only telling you you can have your commissions go anywhere that you want them to go. If you do your job, they will pay you. One time, no excuses. Revenue share. From every deposit, 15% of the revenue is immediately reserved for all affiliates. So it goes into another account, and 15% of every dollar that is paid for the bot is going to go to us. That's right, the affiliates. And before we go live August 15th, we want that number to be insane. So that could be guaranteed earnings. You're paid no matter what the platform's performance is. Why is this next level? Multi-level earnings on 3 different levels. Max returns up to 15% on a $1 deposit. Bonus benefits, free trades, compounding your profits. What I mean by compounding your profits, those of you that are trading, so not only you're making 6-10% a month on your trading, but your affiliate money adds to that consistently, or whatever account you have. So if you're using both, it's in your best benefit to kind of compare the two. Now, guys, I'm no stranger to bots. 15, 20 years ago, I made 7 figures using a bot. But 15, 20 years ago, I also lost 7 figures using a bot. It was my stupid bot. Mine. I made it. This black guy out of the Midwest, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I had a trading philosophy, a trading plan that it worked for a short period of time. And it was like taking candy from a baby. It printed money until the market changed. So what I can tell you, this is not just some bot. This is a learning machine, AI, and it gets emotional. It moves and learns from its mistakes, and it can only get better. And so the number of trades that my bot did was 200 to 300 trades a day. So what I can say with this, when my trades went through, the fees I had to pay in order to make $1,000, $10,000, $40,000 a day, that was the max I got to with my bot, $40,000 a day. And some people say, well, Dorian, that's ridiculous. Well, that's what it made. It's just math. The fees I had to pay was 10,000, 15,000, and sometimes hundreds of thousands a day in fees. Now, I didn't notice the fees because I was making money. So think about it like this. If somebody makes $50 at the end of the month, but they have $30 in fees to pay for the successful trade, their ROI is still up. They're going to continue to use it, and they're going to use it more. So when I say 30 trades minimum, I already know that is the bare minimum. Accounts that are successful are going to be 120, 150, 200, 300, maybe even 1,000 trades a month as we scale this up. So the growth is pretty much unlimited, guys. The numbers may seem small in the beginning, but the growth is ridiculous. This kind of gives you a dashboard preview, just a preview of what it's going to look like. Your referrals, you'll be able to see your referrals. what they're doing, how many trades they have, their matrix. You can kind of take a look. This is what the calculator looks like. You could put in a calculator how many people referred, and it'll tell you on the average how many successful trades that bot's going to do and give you an idea what you're going to get paid out at the end of the month. And some people say, well, Dorian, what is the bot going to pay us in commissions out as? It's going to pay it in TRX token. And some people say, well, Dorian, why TRX token and why not USDT? I'm going to tell you, it's very simple. It's cost. USDT, the cost of sending USDT across exchanges is extensive. And the way we were thinking about it is some people that do the minimum, they're going to be owed $1, right? 50 cents or a quarter or whatever. So if we're sending them USDT and they're owed $1, the minimums, then the fee for sending the dollar is more than the money that we're sending. So that was something that we didn't think was smart. So unless you guys come up with a better idea, again, this is beta. TRX was one of the cheapest tokens we found in order to move money commissions to you. So it's all about cost for the minimum. Now, you guys that are going to have 1,000 people in your group, 2,000 people in your group, 10,000 affiliates trying your group, you're going to be getting 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, maybe even 100,000 a month in commissions. Obviously, you're not going to be worried about the fee. So we had to use TRX for the people that do the minimums. So right now, commissions are paid in TRX. And I don't have a problem with TRX. I own TRX openly. I like TRX. I like using TRX a lot. This is another example of what I've been talking about. Just to kind of give you an idea how you can look at it across one line. So I kind of explained this. Every one user is basically 5 cents. Every pair that's traded is roughly 30 trades a month, or basically $30 a month. If somebody's using 2 pairs, it's roughly 60 successful trades a month, basically $60 collected a month. 3 pairs, 4 pairs, and so on. The max on beta right now is 4. When we launch, it will be 8. Right now, it is 4. I'm going to use 4. Okay? Why? Because I want to diversify, and I want 6 to 10% across all 4 bots. And I'm going to do the minimum. I'm going to do the minimum of $500 or less. I think ideally, you could start, the minimum is 10, but I'm going to do 500. 500 is the max. So I'm going to do 500 and test it on 4 pairs, if that makes sense. And so if you look at the commission rate on 1 pair, it would be $1.50 per user. If you're across 2 levels, that would be basically $3 in commission. And if you're across 3 pairs, you're basically $4.50 commission per person. 4 pairs, $6 per person. $6 per person. If you have 1,000 users, basically on 1 pair, you're looking at roughly $1,500 a month in income outside of what you're trading. And that $1,500 a month would come to the wallet of your choice in TRX. If your average users are using 2 bots per user, then your commission would roughly be $3,000 a month. At 3 pairs, $4,500, and 4 pairs, $6,000, if that makes sense. And again, these are conservative. Some of these bots will have more than 30 successful trades in a month. And how can I say that? If the market is moving, the bot's going to trade. If the market is stale and not moving, well, the bot is not just going to do a trade just to do a trade. The bot's goal is to make money and have a profitable trade. So it's not just going to do a trade just for the sake of doing a trade. It's going to check data, and then it's going to make a decision and take action. 2,500 users, roughly averaging 4 pairs, is about 15,000 a month in income. 10,000 users, you're at 60,000 and up, scalable. So those of you that have communities of 10,000 and more, I know you're here. I've talked to a lot of you. 60,000 is scalable. Even if you're stuck at 10,000, which is a mathematical impossibility when you think about 1 out of every 10 bringing in more than 10, and 1 out of that 10 bringing in 5, 2 don't do anything or quit, and 6 do the minimum. It is an impossibility in the next month, if you have 10,000 referral links being used, that you're not 20, 25, 50,000 members in a short period of time. So looking at that, even though that 15% is capped across 3 lines, you influencers or people that start small beginnings can be large endings. Now, how the affiliate link's going to work. This is important. Most of you, and don't bring up the groups, this is focused on Tr8de.ai. I know you. So the first affiliate links are going to go to the people that are in the Tr8de.ai group, Telegram group. You want to start to get your members in there. If they're not in there, they're not going to get the first links. You want to be the first ones to get the link so that you can start referring your circle. You don't want to be left out. So if you haven't joined the Telegram group, we're going to post it, or get with the person that invited you to this call and make sure you're in the Tr8de.ai Telegram group. It's absolutely critical. The other thing you want to do, if you're smart, is start to bring people in the Telegram group so they don't miss calls like this where we're going through while we're scaling up to the beta launch. Okay? So you want to start building your tree today, by getting them to the Tr8de.ai Telegram group. We will do more calls like this where we go over certain things that we think is important for you as we scale up to the launch. And we might have some things going on to kind of assist some of you, if should you choose it, to growing an influence in this space. So what I'm going to do right now, let me ask the co-host if you could unmute. I want you guys to dialogue with me with some questions that you think is important to the people that follow you.
Hey, Dorian, this is Kevin. Just a really quick
ahead,
question. When it comes to the tiers, right, that 15 cents on that dollar is on each level, right? It's not changing on the levels. It's 15 cents across the board. Is that correct?
No, it's 15 cents total and 5 cents per level. So it's 5% per level, up to 3 levels deep. So it's a total of 15%.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that.
That's a great question.
Dorian, this is Doritha. Okay, so you're going, excuse me, we're going to be being paid in TRX.
Yes, ma'am.
And so the question is, which network of TRX?
It would be Tron.
It'll be the Tron network. Okay. And do you have to, okay, because depending on your wallet, all wallets don't support the TRX. So, and you said you can send our permissions to a DeFi wallet.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions on which wallets we should use?
I can give you some suggestions now. I don't know if, they're just my favorites. I know I like to use Blowfin. I still use Hyperpay. I still use MetaMask. So those are some of the few that I use. Those are some of you might have some other ideas for some DeFi wallets better than what I just mentioned, but those are the ones that I use right now.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. That is a great question.
Hi, everybody. This is Frank Capizza. I really don't have a question, but a comment that Dorian and I spoke about just yesterday, that the whole thing is to be consistent and to get results on this whole thing. You don't have to do a Herculean feats. All you have to do is follow a simple program and do the simple things more often.
Awesome. I love that. Those of you that don't know Frank is a hell of a lot more smarter than I am and more qualified than I am. He's a certified accountant. His focus is on businesses, business structure, and just helping business to start off correctly. He does a lot of consulting work, and he's a person that I talk to a lot, and teaches me a lot of things where I'm ignorant. So I like to have people like Frank Capizza out of New Jersey advise me, because sometimes, guys, when we're in a centralized market and you've got to deal with the government nature as far as taxes and things like that, there's a form of protection there as far as liquidity going that route, but there's also things that you have to look at, and so I like having somebody like Frank Capizza to give his viewpoint. But that was thank you, Frank.
Dorian, this is Lorna. I have a question.
Yes.
So for me, I don't really have anyone in my group. I have one person. So how is this going to work for me?
Okay, that is a great question, Lorna. What I would do is I would just do what you can. Remember, I told you that there would be 6 out of 10 that will do the minimum. And Lorna, you and I have a connection, and so you stay close to me, if that makes sense. You stay close to me, and then we go from there. So we're not asking you to do something like Frank just said. Don't do something you're not capable. How can I say? Stay within your lane where you're comfortable. My lane where I'm comfortable is things like this. So I will, if I have to do the wait for you, I will do my best. I am a human, but we all kind of work together in that sense. Think of this community, these beta testers. I'm going to work for you. My resources will be yours. Margaret has a question.
I'm also in the same boat. I don't have anybody under me.
You're going to be just do, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being the one that's doing the minimums. Every little bit helps. There will be people that will do 10 times more than that. Not because they're better or worse. It's just they're just in a position that they can do more. It doesn't make them better or worse than you. So you just stick to what you're comfortable with and what you can do, because it means a lot to me and Tr8de.ai that you're at least just testing it out. So that's
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Dorian.
Hi.
Hi, this is Bernice. Going back to the Tron network, and you said we can use Coinbase and Binance, and then eventually it's going to be crypto.com. Well, I don't know if I really understand, but Coinbase does not support Tron network.
Okay.
Coinbase is just strictly ERC20.
That is correct, and I'm so glad you asked that question. The TRX, you don't have to have your commissions go to Coinbase or Binance. It can go to any exchange that you so choose, and then from that exchange, you can swap it for USDT or the Ethereum network and send it back to your Coinbase if you want to, or leave it in your decentralized wallet with Tron. It's up to you.
Oh, okay.
So your commissions and the tradings are separate, and we kept them separate for integrity and trust. We don't want to have access or commingle the trading assets with the fee assets. It's a completely separate thing, a completely separate wallet. Miss Deborah, how you doing, Deborah? If you can unmute.
Hi, Dorian, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right, my question is based on you mentioned that members have an advantage to scale to multiple boards. And I think you said about 4 that we're going to start with on the beta. And then on a later stage, it's going to be more than that. All right, with the scaling to 4, so members can actually set their own amounts. It doesn't really matter how much. Can they set their own specific amounts according to what they set in their structure on
Yes.
the 4 boards?
Yes, ma'am. They sure can. They sure can.
Oh,
They have
okay.
control how they want to set that up and how much they want the bot to trade. Now, the bot per bot will max at 500 at first. We don't want to go over $500 at first. Why? This is beta, and we want to be. We know some people. I'm one of those that will just go nuts. I will put more money than I should at it, trying to get back to zero, right? So what we did to protect from people like me that might go too far with it, we capped it at 500, but after launch, that cap will be moved. Will be removed.
All right, and then if all are successful, the member will be responsible for the fees as well on all the bots
Yes, ma'am. The
that are
member
executed.
fees, they have to make a conscious decision, Deborah, to log into the back office and pay the fees. And they have to, we're not going to take fees from them. They have to make a conscious decision that the bot is worth it to make the fees. We are betting that the product is worth it, at least worth $30. Okay, that's what we're betting. We're betting that 6 to 10% a month is at least worth $30 a month.
All right, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wanda, you can unmute, or somebody might unmute you.
Hi, I got it. Hi, Dorian. How are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Hi.
I'm not too bad. Been a little sick for a while, but I'm been off the rails. So, Dorian, please excuse my ignorance. Has Dalversal got anything to do with this?
No, this is strictly Tr8de.ai, has nothing to do with that. We
Okay.
we don't.
Okay. That's okay. That was just a question.
Yeah. Just as a comment on that, Tr8de.ai is funded by 8118 Capital. 811 Capital wants nothing to do with affiliate marketing. Nothing.
Okay.
They don't want it nowhere to be found. They don't want to be around that. Matter of fact, they didn't even want this to be an affiliate program. I
understand that.
The cap was at 15%, and it was some serious conversation just to make sure that they agreed to let us have 3 lines.
Right.
It was math. You understand? Like me, looking at it like, hey, we're lucky we get something that's real. We get something that gets to start out with Coinbase and and Binance. And some people will say to me, Wanda, that's a bad decision that you guys started out with Coinbase and started out with Binance, centralized exchanges. But this is why we started with Coinbase and centralized exchanges. While there's some limitations to that as far as, you know, having to deal with the government and the laws of your country, it provides a sense of security that we're not in some program that's not going through the legalities to
Right.
be ethical. We
I
cannot.
understand. I do.
It's a double-edged sword. On one end of the sword, you're like, crap, I'd like this to be 100% decentralized. But then on the other side of the sword, you don't want to go through whatever we go through.
What we have gone through.
Okay.
But
This-
okay, so my
this-
question is, could I just open up a $30 and like add do I like get an extra $30 at the end of the month that would add to my $30?
The minimum you can start with is $10, and
Okay.
you scale your account. And matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting with an amount.
Yeah.
I'm going to scale upward, right? Kind of like dollar cost averaging, but I'm going to scale upward with the commissions that I might or may not be making from the affiliate side. And
Okay, because I don't know if I'll have too many people affiliate, you know, that side. But if I didn't have, I had one or two people under me, not a big deal, you know. But like without having people affiliate under me, could I, like, if I had a $30 program or whatever it is for the bot, do I make, I guess we don't really know what the bot is going to make, do we?
I can tell you right now what it's doing. I can tell you what it's doing. Right now, 60 to 70% of every trade is successful. That's what it's doing. Out of a 30-day period and those successful trades, the bot on non-leverage is averaging anywhere from 6 to 10% a month.
Okay.
And it's scalable. So $100 is basically $6 to $10 extra a month. And
Right.
you can scale that up if you want to, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yep.
$500 is roughly, you're looking at about $50 a month.
Hmm.
And some people, we will have people, teams of people, smarter than me, way smarter than me. I'm just a guy with a cap.
A handsome looking guy with a cap. Yeah.
Thank you, making me feel good now taller and bigger and strong. Thank you. But
you're welcome.
These people, their goal would be to help people such as yourself, Wanda.
Yeah.
And I will stay in my lane. My lane is I'm a mouthpiece, right? And so for the people that can only do the minimums, I am not that person. I am
No, certainly not. And there's some people that are able to do that. I did that once with Hyperverse, and I lost all my everything. So what I'm trying to do is just have something where I can put money in, not a lot of money because I don't have a lot of money, and just that it will, I don't have to do a lot with it, but I'll go in and look and do whatever, but I can actually, make some money a month.
Yes. And you can scale that. And that's all we're saying. It's realistic. Yeah. A lot of people are really upset that we started with centralized, but to me, it's just, we couldn't afford to associate ourselves with anything that looks like those other stuff.
I understand. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dorian.
You're welcome. All right. Are there?
Does this mean we're going to be able to control our own assets?
Yes, Dr. Burns. This is why it was created, so that we will control our own assets. So we're not, and what I call that, I like to call it is self-custodian. So our money is not going anywhere. It stays in a self-custodian account, our account that we control from a governed entity. So that has the liquidity to cover such things as this. So and that's why we started with Coinbase and Binance for that reason, Dr. Burns. They're self-custodial governed accounts, so you're not theoretically moving money anywhere. It stays in your account. You just connect the bot, forget about the bot, and look at your earnings at the end of the month. That's really what it's designed to do. Nothing more, nothing less than that. Realistic, scalable, and where the information is right there in front of your face.
Thank you much.
Good question. Are there any other questions?
Can we set the bot up to trade just, hey, I want to do one trade for the next 10 days, or I want to one trade for the next 30? Can you determine how many days you want to trade, or you can just set it for the full 30 days, or can you minimize the amount of days that you want to trade per month?
All of that.
Okay.
All of that. That was a good question. And I see a lot of Germans and Italians on here. Here's what I'm going to say for you guys. I kept it English, so on the YouTube and the YouTube channels, we can put the subscribe on the bottom in German and Italian. And what I'm going to do this week, I'm guessing Wednesday or Thursday, based on the influencers in Germany's schedule, I do have an interpreter and for us to get together. But for the most part, you guys, we kept this in English so it can easily be transcribed on YouTube. The same thing for the Italian. So the Italian influencers, you know who you are. I don't need to say your names. I'm talking to you. We're gonna do Italian only call either Wednesday or Thursday. Germans Wednesday or Thursday. So you Italian leaders and influencers, telegram me now what day you want. Okay. Whoever telegrams me first gets Wednesday or Thursday. So that's the way I'm going to look at it. But guys, that's all I got for today. I don't want to keep you too long. I do want you guys to get on the Telegram group, ask questions in the Telegram group. If you don't know how to get on there, most of you can find on Telegram or get with the person that invited you, have them send you the link. Our number one goal right now before lunch is to get as many people in the Telegram group as possible. I will post the link here, but I'm assuming Maori and JJ, I'm assuming you won't be able to post it on YouTube. I don't know how that works. But if somebody, one of the co-hosts, can post the link in this chat for the Telegram group, we'll post it here in the chat so everybody in here can copy and paste the Telegram group to get on there. And then my co-host from the influencers on YouTube, if you guys can copy and paste that in your YouTube links. Is that possible? Maori? I don't know if I... Thank you, sir. Maori, how about you, buddy? Okay. I know Maori would do it. All right, guys, that's our Italian buddies that are doing a lot for us. All right, so the link was just posted into the chat. Into the chat. Let me see. If there's any questions in the chat. All right, guys, if there's no other questions, that's all I have. Take care, everyone.
Thank you very
Dorian.
much.
Jesse Burns. Oh, okay. Jesse Burns.
Thank you, guys.
Dorian.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll text you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Great
Dorian.
job, Dorian.
Dorian, when do we start?
Start now. At least get into the Telegram group. At least get into that and get your what's left of your community in the Tr8de.ai Telegram group. That's what we can do right now. And then
All right.
we will fill up that until the launch, which is what is today, the 6th. About 9 days from today is our launch. So it's going to be moving fast. My goal, Margaret, is I want 25,000 of us to try it. That's our goal. So everybody doing a little bit means a lot. Some will do a
Okay.
lot, some will. So we'll go from there.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, I'll go ahead and end this, and everybody have a good day, and reach out to me if you have any more questions. Thank you.
Can you hold for a second before you close, Dorian?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sending a message to somebody. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I sent it wrong.
Dorian, you did a good job with this. I'm really excited, and I'm like everybody else. I'm ready. I've been ready, and I do believe this is going to be our opportunity to really grow. This community is going to grow. It's going to grow fast and furious, and so that's why, like you're saying, people to get your teams on now. Start talking to them now. If you don't have a team, then talk to your neighbor, because everybody wants. I have so many people that's calling me. I want to get into cryptocurrency. Listen, this is what I'm introducing them to. This is what I'm introducing them to, and this is going to be good. And the wallets are so easy to set up. Like even like Bernice said, talking about Coinbase. Coinbase wallet supports Tron, but not Coinbase. So it's two different things. But if you definitely want to do it decentralized. So I do have my hyperpay, and I got my token pocket. So I have a number of them.
Yes, I have the Coinbase wallet, but I don't really like Coinbase wallet.
No, it's not user friendly either.
Yes, it's not user friendly. So I wouldn't use it.
I have the Coinbase wallet too, but I don't use it.
I play around in it.
No. Yeah. Sometimes it has its purpose. Most of the time it doesn't.
And that's most of the time, Dorian.
Right. Right.
Okay, Dorian, my message was, the person got the message. Thank you. You can close.
You're welcome, ma'am.
We were holding up for Bernice. Get out of here,
Yes.
Bernice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay. Guys, this will be recorded. We will post to YouTube there. It looks like Tr8de.ai did something incredible. Like they took something and it's professional, and it's going to be something you guys can use. Maybe you can put your link to it and send it out. And there's people that know how to market. And once the money starts flowing, there will be asset on it.
Okay.
We will scale this up at a level that we will be okay. We just need to be together.
I'm ready.
All right, guys. You guys all have a
All right,
great
Dorian.
day.
Thanks.
Take care.
Thank you, Dorian. Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Moody. Thank you,
All right,
everybody.
Bernice. Let me first of all do this, and do this.